Hey Taurus, I need to share something with you that just came through so powerfully in this reading. If you've been feeling like someone has been working against you spiritually, using dark practices or even Santería to try to harm you, block your blessings, or steal what's rightfully yours, this reading is going to give you the confirmation and the relief you've been seeking. I'm sitting here with my cards and I have to tell you, the energy is intense. Not in a scary way, but in a justice is being served way. The universe has heard your prayers, your tears, your frustration, and most importantly, Archangel Michael has stepped in on your behalf in ways that are going to absolutely shock the people who tried to mess with you. Let me start by pulling the first card to see what's been happening behind the scenes. Oh my goodness, I just drew the Four of Wands and immediately I'm getting chills because this is telling me that someone has been trying to destroy the stability and happiness you've worked so hard to build. The Four of Wands represents celebration, achievement, home, family harmony, and success. When this card appears in this context, it's showing me that whatever they were doing spiritually was specifically targeting these areas of your life. They wanted to see your relationships crumble. They wanted to see you struggle financially. They wanted to see you lose your sense of home and security. I'm seeing someone who was so jealous of the life you were building, so envious of your natural Taurus ability to create beauty and abundance, that they went to extreme lengths to try to tear it down. This wasn't just regular jealousy, Taurus. This was someone who felt so threatened by your light that they sought out dark spiritual practices to try to dim it. But here's what they didn't count on. Your sign is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and protection. You have natural spiritual protection that's stronger than any artificial curse or hex. And when someone tries to use dark magic against a child of Venus, especially a Taurus who values justice and fairness, the universe takes notice. The Four of Wands is actually showing me that despite their efforts, your foundation remains strong. They tried to shake your core, but you're still standing. I'm also seeing that this person or these people might have tried to interfere with a celebration or happy event in your life. Maybe they tried to ruin a wedding, a housewarming, a promotion celebration, or any moment of joy you were experiencing. They wanted to steal your happiness and claim it as their own. But the Four of Wands in this position is telling me that whatever they stole is coming back to you multiplied, and they're about to face consequences they never saw coming. Now let me pull the second card to see how Archangel Michael has been working on your behalf. I'm drawing the Four of Pentacles, and wow, this is powerful. This card usually talks about holding on to resources, being protective of what you have, sometimes being too possessive. But in this spiritual warfare context, it's showing me something completely different. It's showing me that Archangel Michael has been protecting your material resources, your money, your possessions, everything they were trying to steal from you through their dark practices. I'm seeing that they used spiritual work specifically to try to block your money, to make you lose your job, to create financial instability in your life. They wanted to see you struggle so they could feel superior. Some of you might have even noticed unexplained financial problems, sudden expenses, or opportunities that seem to disappear at the last minute. This wasn't coincidence, beautiful soul. This was deliberate spiritual interference. But look at what Archangel Michael has done. The Four of Pentacles shows me that he has been like a spiritual bodyguard around your finances. Every dollar they tried to block, he redirected back to you with interest. Every opportunity they tried to sabotage, he created two more for you. They thought they were clever, working in the shadows, but Michael works in the light and his power is infinite. I'm also getting that some of you discovered money or valuable items that had gone missing. Maybe you found jewelry you thought was lost, or discovered accounts you forgot about, or suddenly came into unexpected money. This was Michael returning to you what they tried to steal, both materially and energetically. The Four of Pentacles is showing me that your spiritual and material security is now locked down in ways it wasn't before. Let me pull the third card to see what judgment is coming for those who worked against you. The card I'm getting is Judgment, and I literally got goosebumps because this is the card of divine justice, of cosmic consequences, of spiritual debts being paid in full. When judgment appears in a reading about spiritual warfare, it means the final verdict has been rendered and execution of justice has begun. Taurus, what they did to you has been recorded in the Akashic records. Every ritual, every prayer they sent against you, every ounce of dark energy they directed your way has been documented by the universe. And now, judgment is calling them to account for every single action. This isn't human justice, which can be flawed or corrupted. This is cosmic justice, which is absolute and inescapable. I'm seeing that they're about to experience what's called spiritual backlash, but magnified because they messed with someone under divine protection. Everything they sent to you is returning to them threefold. If they tried to make you lose your job, they're about to lose theirs. If they tried to destroy your relationships, their relationships are about to crumble. If they tried to make you sick, their health is about to suffer. The universe doesn't play when it comes to protecting its children. The Judgment card is also showing me that their spiritual practices are going to backfire spectacularly. Any Santos or spirits they thought they had on their side are about to turn against them because they were being used for evil purposes. True spiritual entities of light don't support harming innocent people, and when they realize they've been manipulated into participating in attacks against you, they're going to redirect that energy right back to the source. I'm also seeing public exposure. The Judgment card often brings hidden things to light. People are going to find out what they've been doing in secret. Their reputation is going to suffer. Their own family and friends are going to see them for who they really are. The mask they've been wearing is about to slip, and everyone will see the darkness they've been hiding. Now let me pull the fourth card to see what specific protection you have moving forward. I'm drawing the Ace of Cups, and this is bringing tears to my eyes because it's showing me the pure divine love that surrounds you. The Ace of Cups represents new emotional beginnings, divine love, spiritual gifts, and intuitive awakening. After everything you've been through, the universe is pouring out its love on you in the most beautiful way. This card is telling me that your heart chakra, which may have been attacked or blocked by their negative work, is now being healed and activated at a higher level than ever before. You're about to experience love, joy, and emotional fulfillment that's so pure and so deep that you'll understand why you had to go through this dark period. Sometimes we have to experience the contrast of darkness to fully appreciate the light. I'm seeing new relationships coming into your life, Taurus. People who genuinely love and appreciate you for who you are. These aren't just romantic relationships, but friendships, family connections, maybe even business partnerships that are built on mutual respect and authentic care. The Ace of Cups is the universe's way of replacing every toxic connection that was severed with something beautiful and real. The spiritual gift I'm seeing is enhanced intuition and psychic protection. Going through this experience has awakened abilities in you that were dormant before. You're going to be able to sense negative energy from a mile away. You'll know immediately when someone has ill intentions toward you. Your spiritual discernment is being upgraded as a direct result of surviving this attack. I'm also seeing that your capacity for forgiveness and compassion is being expanded, not for their benefit, but for yours. The Ace of Cups is showing me that you're going to reach a point where you feel genuinely sorry for them, because you'll understand that only deeply wounded and spiritually bankrupt people resort to such dark practices. This doesn't mean you'll trust them again or allow them back into your life, but you'll be free from the anger and resentment that could otherwise poison your own well-being. Let me pull the fifth card to see what they're experiencing right now as a result of their actions. The card coming through is the Six of Pentacles, and this is fascinating because this card is all about giving and receiving, karma, charity, and balance. In their case, they're about to receive exactly what they gave, and it's not going to be pleasant. The Six of Pentacles shows me that they're entering a period where they're going to desperately need help, mercy, and assistance from others. Maybe they're about to face financial hardship and will need to ask for loans or charity. Maybe they're going to experience health problems and will need care from others. Maybe their pride is about to be humbled in ways they never imagined as they find themselves in positions where they have to beg for what they once took for granted. But here's the karmic twist. The same people they expected to help them are going to turn their backs on them. The spiritual practitioners they paid to work against you are going to refuse to help them when their own work backfires on them. The friends and family members they thought would support them, no matter what, are going to distance themselves when they see the real person behind the facade. I'm seeing that they're about to lose their financial stability. Money is going to become a constant source of stress and worry for them. Bills they thought they could easily pay are going to become overwhelming. Opportunities they were counting on are going to disappear. They're going to understand firsthand what it feels like to worry about money, something they tried to force you to experience. The Six of Pentacles is also showing me that they're going to be forced into positions of servitude or humility. Maybe they'll have to take jobs that are beneath their ego. Maybe they'll have to move back in with family. Maybe they'll have to sell possessions they valued. Whatever form it takes, they're going to learn what it means to be in a position of need rather than power. But the most important message of the Six of Pentacles is that this is all happening to teach them about balance and cosmic justice. The universe isn't punishing them to be cruel, it's trying to wake them up to the consequences of their choices. If they learn the lesson and genuinely repent, their situation can improve. If they continue on their dark path, the consequences will continue to escalate. Now let me pull the sixth card to see what blessings are flowing to you as a result of this spiritual victory. I'm getting Temperance, and this is such a beautiful card to see because it represents balance, harmony, divine timing, and spiritual alchemy. After the chaos and imbalance they tried to create in your life, Temperance is showing me that you're entering a period of perfect equilibrium. This card is telling me that you're learning to blend the spiritual and material aspects of your life in a way that creates lasting peace and prosperity. The attack you survived has taught you how to maintain your spiritual protection while still engaging fully with the physical world. You're becoming a master of walking between worlds, grounded in earthly reality but connected to divine wisdom. I'm seeing that your patience during this difficult time is about to pay off in magnificent ways. Temperance is the card of divine timing, and it's showing me that everything you've been waiting for, everything that was delayed or blocked by their interference, is about to manifest in perfect sequence. Your dreams aren't just coming true, they're coming true in exactly the right order and at exactly the right time to create maximum positive impact in your life. The spiritual alchemy aspect of Temperance is showing me that you've literally transformed the poison they sent you into medicine. Their attempts to harm you have made you stronger, wiser, more intuitive, and more spiritually protected than you've ever been. You've taken their worst intentions and alchemized them into your greatest spiritual gifts. I'm also seeing that you're about to become a bridge between different worlds or different groups of people. Maybe you'll help other people who have experienced spiritual attacks. Maybe you'll become a healer or counselor who helps people deal with toxic relationships. Maybe you'll simply become known as someone who has incredible inner peace and wisdom. Whatever form it takes, you're going to use this experience to help others, which is the highest form of spiritual alchemy. The healing I'm seeing is profound and complete. Not just healing from what they did to you, but healing from old wounds and traumas that their actions may have triggered. You're being restored to wholeness at every level: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. This is a complete renovation of your energy field, and when it's finished, you're going to be operating at a higher frequency than ever before. Let me pull the seventh card to see what specific justice is being delivered to your attackers. The card I'm getting is the Four of Cups, and this is showing me that they're about to enter a period of deep dissatisfaction, depression, and regret. The Four of Cups represents apathy, disconnection, missed opportunities, and emotional numbness. Everything they thought would make them happy by harming you is turning to ash in their mouths. I'm seeing that they're realizing their spiritual practices have isolated them from genuine love and connection. The Four of Cups shows me someone sitting alone, rejecting offers of help and friendship, unable to appreciate the good things that are still available to them because they're so focused on what they don't have. This is going to be their mental and emotional state for quite some time. The opportunities they're going to miss are staggering. Job offers, relationship possibilities, chances for genuine spiritual growth, all of it is going to pass them by because their energy is so contaminated with negativity that they can't recognize or accept anything positive. They've become so used to operating from a place of lack and envy that abundance feels foreign and uncomfortable to them. I'm also seeing that they're going to become increasingly isolated from their spiritual communities. Other practitioners are going to sense the dark energy around them and will refuse to work with them. Their spiritual reputation is going to be destroyed as word spreads about what they've done. In many spiritual traditions, using dark magic against innocent people is considered one of the most serious violations possible, and the consequences within those communities can be severe. The Four of Cups is also showing me that they're going to be haunted by regret and what-ifs. They're going to lie awake at night thinking about how different their life could have been if they had chosen love instead of hate, if they had worked on healing their own wounds instead of trying to wound others. But by the time this realization hits them fully, much of the damage to their own life will already be done. The emotional numbness I'm seeing is particularly significant because it's showing me that their ability to feel genuine joy and satisfaction has been compromised by their own actions. Even when good things happen to them, they won't be able to fully appreciate or enjoy them because their spiritual energy has been corrupted by the dark practices they engaged in. Now let me pull the 8th card to see what new opportunities are opening up for you. I'm drawing the Magician, and oh my goodness, Taurus, this is incredible. The Magician represents manifestation power, spiritual mastery, having all the tools you need to create your reality, and being a conduit for divine will. After everything you've been through, you're being given access to manifestation abilities that most people only dream of. This card is telling me that your will is now aligned with divine will in a way it wasn't before. When you set intentions now, when you visualize your goals, when you speak your desires into existence, the universe is going to respond with lightning speed. It's like you've been given a direct line to cosmic creative forces, and whatever you truly need and desire is going to manifest with ease and grace. The Magician shows me that you now have access to all 4 elements in perfect balance. Your earth energy as a Taurus gives you the practical skills to make things happen in the material world. Your water energy, enhanced by surviving this emotional trial, gives you intuitive wisdom about what to create. Your air energy has been sharpened by the mental challenges you faced, giving you clarity and focus. And your fire energy has been ignited by righteous anger and divine justice, giving you the passion and drive to pursue your dreams fearlessly. I'm seeing that you're about to discover talents and abilities you didn't know you had. Maybe artistic abilities, healing gifts, business acumen, leadership skills. Whatever form they take, these abilities are going to open doors you never expected. The spiritual attack you survived has actually unlocked potentials that were dormant in your energy field. The timing aspect of the Magician is showing me that you're entering a period where everything you touch turns to gold. Projects you start now are going to succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Relationships you form now are going to be deeply fulfilling and long-lasting. Investments you make now are going to multiply. It's like the universe is compensating you for everything you've been through by blessing everything you do. I'm also seeing that you're going to become known for your integrity and authenticity. The Magician represents someone who uses their power responsibly and ethically. People are going to be drawn to you because they can sense that you're operating from a place of genuine spiritual authority, not ego or manipulation. You're going to become a leader and influencer in ways that surprise you. Let me pull the 9th card to see what final message Archangel Michael wants you to know. I'm getting the Hierophant, and this is such a profound card because it represents divine wisdom, spiritual authority, traditional values, and connection to higher teachings. Archangel Michael is telling you that you are now under his permanent protection and guidance. The Hierophant is showing me that you've earned a place in the spiritual hierarchy that cannot be taken away from you. You've proven your faith, your integrity, and your worthiness through the trials you've endured. You are now recognized by the highest spiritual authorities as someone who can be trusted with sacred knowledge and divine blessings. I'm seeing that you're going to be given access to ancient wisdom and spiritual teachings that will help you not just in your own life, but in serving others. Maybe you'll be drawn to study certain spiritual traditions, or maybe you'll receive direct downloads of information during meditation or dreams. Whatever form it takes, you're being prepared for a much larger spiritual purpose than you might have imagined. The protection aspect of the Hierophant is showing me that you now have permanent spiritual bodyguards. Not just Archangel Michael, but an entire team of spiritual beings who have committed to watching over you and ensuring that nothing like this spiritual attack ever happens to you again. You are now spiritually untouchable, and anyone who tries to harm you in the future is going to face immediate and severe consequences. I'm also seeing that you're going to become a teacher and guide for others who face similar challenges. The Hierophant represents someone who helps others connect with divine truth and spiritual wisdom. Your experience with spiritual warfare is going to give you unique insights and abilities to help other people who find themselves under spiritual attack. You're going to become known as someone who can break curses, cleanse negative energy, and restore spiritual protection to those who need it. The traditional values aspect of the Hierophant is showing me that you're returning to what really matters in life: family, genuine friendships, honest work, spiritual connection, and authentic self-expression. All the superficial things that used to distract you are going to lose their appeal as you focus on building a life based on eternal principles rather than temporary pleasures. Now let me pull the final card to see what your ultimate victory looks like. I'm drawing the King of Wands, and I'm getting chills because this is the card of absolute mastery, confident leadership, and entrepreneurial success. You're not just surviving this spiritual attack, Taurus. You're emerging from it as a spiritual king or queen with powers and authority you never had before. The King of Wands represents someone who has learned to harness their creative fire and use it to build something meaningful and lasting. I'm seeing that you're about to enter a period of incredible productivity and success where everything you create has the potential to become legendary. Whether it's a business venture, artistic project, relationship, or spiritual practice, you're going to approach it with the confidence and mastery of someone who has been through the fire and emerged stronger. The leadership aspect of this card is showing me that people are going to naturally look to you for guidance and inspiration. Not because you're trying to be a leader, but because your energy is so strong and your wisdom so evident that others can't help but respect and follow you. You're going to find yourself in positions of influence and authority that you never sought but are perfectly suited for. I'm seeing tremendous financial success coming your way. The King of Wands is often associated with successful entrepreneurship and business ventures. Ideas you have now are going to turn into profitable enterprises. Investments you make are going to pay off handsomely. Your natural Taurus ability to create material abundance is going to be supercharged by the spiritual power you've gained through this experience. The creative fire I'm seeing is extraordinary. You're about to enter one of the most productive and inspired periods of your entire life. Art, music, writing, business ideas, solutions to problems. Creativity is going to flow through you like a river. Everything you touch is going to bear the mark of genius because you're operating from a place of authentic spiritual power rather than ego or desperation. The King of Wands is also showing me that your reputation is going to be completely restored and elevated beyond where it was before. People who believed lies about you are going to see the truth. People who doubted you are going to become believers. People who underestimated you are going to have to acknowledge your power and success. Your vindication is going to be so complete and so public that everyone will understand that you were the innocent party in whatever conflicts occurred. As I look at all these cards together, Taurus, the message is crystal clear. Not only did their spiritual attacks fail, but they actually triggered a massive upgrade in your spiritual protection, manifestation abilities, and life circumstances. You are now operating at a higher level than you ever have before, and the people who tried to harm you are facing consequences they never imagined possible. Archangel Michael wants you to know that justice has been served, but more importantly, you have been elevated to a position where such attacks cannot touch you anymore. You are now spiritually sovereign, creatively empowered, and divinely protected in ways that make you virtually invincible to negative spiritual influences. The cards I pulled for you today were the Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Temperance, Four of Cups, the Magician, the Hierophant, and King of Wands. These 10 cards tell the complete story of your spiritual victory and the transformation that has occurred as a result of surviving this attack. Your enemies thought they were destroying you, but they were actually forging you into something much more powerful than you were before. They thought they were stealing from you, but they were actually triggering an avalanche of blessings that are going to transform every area of your life. They thought they were winning, but they were actually sealing their own fate while securing your victory. Beautiful Taurus, you have not just survived, you have conquered. And the best part is, this is just the beginning of the incredible life that awaits you now.